Hello Americans, back again, and other friends and subscribers around the world. Just wanted to get on here and tell everybody a happy Easter. Today we're out doing our Easter Sunday drive. This is about 20 miles above the Homestead. Actually out kind of looking for mushrooms a little bit, and we're gonna go down to the creek bottom down here and cut some red oyster dogwood for, got a few things I gotta make. So, but anyway, we just wanted to tell everybody Happy Easter.
Happy Easter, and share the beautiful view.
That's right, it's gorgeous up here today. Alright, let's move down the creek. Well, I just wanted to show you the whole way that I build my cabin, and the way I get the stuff that I blacksmith and all that is we go dig a lot of old dumps up in the hills and all that. So everything that, not everything, but the majority of the stuff that I'm forging and making these knives out of and stuff are actually, I like to say that they're Idaho artifacts. But, so I'm going by, I already got one piece of lumber up on my little pickup, and I go by and I see this, you know, old, looks like it's all hand hewn or whatever, and I come down here and flip it over, and lo and behold, it's actually a railroad tie with an old railroad spike in there. So, like I'm doing the whole process of how the heck I'm going to get that out, but if I don't get it out, then I will take this whole post or whatever, this old tie, home, but there really isn't much use, you know, that I can use, so I'd rather not fill my truck up, because I always go back with a load of something. But anyway, I just wanted to show, I just thought that was cool, so I wanted to show how, you know, we end up with the stuff that I forge and make knives out of. So, I'm going to work on getting this, and then we're down on one creek, but we're headed down to get dogwood, so we'll check in with that here in a minute. Alright, so I didn't have the right tools, because I took them out, used them down there, so I am taking it home with me for that railroad, or that, yeah, for that railroad spike. It actually might be an old mining spike. Alright, now we're headed down baby dogwood. Let's find something else to play with. So we're always telling people we make our living off of off the land, but basically it's off of people's junk that we find. Miss Kitty, we're driving along, and Miss Kitty just pulls this, says stop, walks up, and she's got a old single barrel W1 Carter carburetor.
Not too bad.
Yeah, so we'll see. You know, it's not worth a lot of money or whatever. If nothing else, it's scrap, but it's just all the kinds of crazy stuff that we find. So you can see the back of the truck is, we haven't got to down to the creek. We actually got stuck in the mud. You know, so afterwards Kitty was like, "You should have filmed that." But I mean, we pick up stuff, you know, aluminum. Obviously, I ended up having to take my spike. Got that old car chair. Got an old elbow for a thing, or for a stovepipe, which is actually still usable. Just got to patch some holes. But just the kind of junk that we pick up in the hills. And then a lot of it, you know, we pile it up, a lot of it, and go down and scrap. Kevin just took a little load down when he went down to do some school down below, and I think we got $130 or something like that. So I mean, we can take loads down when we do go down, just pay for our fuel. So it's just another way to make money and be self-reliant. Something else I meant to add about us getting stuck in the mud, which we should have filmed that. It's something, if you're going to be out in the backcountry doing all that, you know, if you've never done it, you should always carry a high-lift jack. That's what got me out of the mud hole today. And then a come-along. You should always have a come-along, a shovel, and then an axe. And most of the time I carry my chainsaw, too, just for, man, we've went in places, came out, and a tree had fell across the road, you know, stuff like that before. I carry all that in all my rigs, all my kids carry all that. Especially this little truck, this is just a two-wheel drive. Our Beast, you know, the old Ford, basically a F-350 four-wheel drive. It's a beast. It's got a 460, you know, it's got the 9,000-pound Warren winch and everything on the front of it. But it cost me a fortune to cruise around in these hills like this. So in the little two-wheel drive, but I have all this stuff in the big truck too. But anyway, I just wanted to touch base on that, and that's And if you're going to be out here doing this, you should always do it, or we'd still be sitting down in the hole. Because, I mean, I had to jack it up, put rocks underneath, and it was pretty stuck. So, alright. And then another tool that you should have with you, besides your jack and all that, to get yourself out of situation, is always have a fishing pole. Me and Miss Kitty, we carry 2 of these telescopic with us, so that it's with us no matter where we go and stuff like that. Because then when you come along, you find a little hole like this and think, man, there's probably a big old brook trout or cutthroat sitting there waiting for me. I'm gonna give that a whirl. And then the other thing that after I stopped that last time, about picking up the trash and the junk and all this, different stuff we pick up. Not only do we take it, we get, make a little money off of it and stuff like that, but it also cleans up the national forest, because these, people are just dumb. And I mean, there's days, a lot of times, like during mushroom season and stuff like that, we'll, me and Miss Kitty and the kids and stuff, we'll park the truck like here and take off walking down one side, pull metal and, of course, beer cans. All the drunks are running up and down, throwing their beer cans out the window. But we'll pull the bigger stuff up the side, go up one side, do that down the other side, and then take the truck, drive up, and, throw the stuff in the truck. And, we ain't getting rich doing that, but, hey, every little bit helps. All right, I'm going to try this hole. Well, we never did end up getting no dogwood today, but so I guess that means I have to go out tomorrow or the next day to get the dogwood. But
darn.
Yeah, dang it. So we're back down here, back in town, Katie Joe's place, and gonna have some Easter dinner. So I hope you all have a very happy Easter, and I'll check in soon. See ya.